Now, who lit the black flame candle?
A virgin lit the candle.
Hey, what's up, hardheads? Welcome back to my channel. And for a while now, we've been hearing news about a sequel to Hocus Pocus. And throughout the years, there have been talks about a sequel to Hocus Pocus, whether, that the cast is coming back or is there an accurate script or not. And we've been hearing good news about this movie possibly happening. And not that you asked for it or not, because even though I'm a big fan of the first movie, I grew up on this movie, but we get into that a little bit later. But with this movie here, I don't really care if we get a sequel or not, but if they do decide to do a sequel, I always wanted the original cast members back. If we're not going to get, Danny and her brother Max back, or Allison, or, the cat or whatever, we need the three witches to come back. We need Bette Midler, we need SJP, we need Kathy Najimy. We need these witches back. I understand this is years later and they're much older and the characters all grown up and things like that, but these guys are still alive. And I feel like if you're going to do a sequel to the first movie, you need to have at least, the three witches back in this movie. And we need the original witches back. We don't need, replacements. We don't need new witches. And if they are going to pass the torch, maybe they can do it in this new movie. I just want to know how they're going to do it if they do decide to, bring on three witches and stuff. But anyway, there's been confirmation that we are getting a Hocus Pocus 2. We just don't know who is going to be in it yet, because they said the cast is yet to be revealed. They also said they're not too sure if we're going to get the three witches back. It kind of left a big question mark as far as who's going to be in this new film. And, being as though that Disney Plus is taking over this, they can do whatever they want with it, because it's not, made by some big studio and it's going to be in the theaters and they're going to make, and they need to make a certain amount of money. I think with Disney Plus, they don't really care about that, but they also want to, pay homage to the original one. And I feel like they also want to, not just get new fans, but also make the old fans happy. And a lot of kids nowadays know about Hocus Pocus, whether, through talk or, adults where you have kids and you kind of watch it and your kids is growing up watching it because you're watching it, or, you just see it in passing, flipping through channels, or you just see it in the stores or whatever. But, I feel like obviously, with Disney Plus now, they're going to try to get a new generation of kids and a new audience on here, but they also want to make the old fans happy. So to make the old fans happy, you have to bring back the original cast, at least. Obviously bringing some new people. You have to have Bette Midler, SJP, and Kathy Najimy. You have to have those three because they had a chemistry in that last movie that, can't just be replaced by anybody else. Rather that, you got two out of the three and you want to replace one of the characters, you can't do that. If you can't get all three, don't make it at all. So there's been reports saying that, all three of them is coming, but now they're saying it's unconfirmed. There's so many false news out there about this movie and about these characters coming back, and I'm still unsure. Bette Midler says she don't want to do it, then she wants to do it, then she don't want to do it. It's like back and forth between her. SJP, she obviously is down for it, and I think Kathy is down for it. So I think it's up to Bette Midler, but I feel like she will do it because I feel like she's not doing anything right now, and I know she knows that it's going to make everybody happy, and she even said it herself. That was one of her better roles that she played. She was super excited playing that role as Winifred Sanderson in Hocus Pocus. So why wouldn't you come back? You need to come back. Come back. But obviously, this movie is a go. They got the script ready, and they just announced our new director yesterday. Our new director is Adam Shankman, and I have trust in him because this dude, when I Google him, because I follow him on Instagram, he's a great dancer, and I noticed that he did a few movies that I seen growing up. He did the Hairspray remake, which was a fun, exciting movie. He did Bring It Down the House with Steve Martin and Queen Latifah. I had no idea he directed that, but it was fucking hilarious. And he did quite a few Disney things, and he also did the Step Up movies, but I'm a fan of the first movie because, I don't know, Channing Tatum, Jenna Dewan. It was just a fun movie, but that's another story. But yeah, he did those movies, and they weren't really bad movies. In my opinion, they weren't that bad. But I enjoy watching them. So I have faith in Adam in making a Hocus Pocus 2. I feel like he knows what the fans want. I feel like he's a fan himself. So he's obviously going to do this movie right. I feel like in the heart of hearts, in my hearts, that he's going to do this movie some justice. And I'm sure he's friends or he know of Kenny Ortega, who did the first movie. So if Kenny Ortega is obviously not want to be a part of this movie, he could at least be executive producer or something, just so we can get the feel of the first movie and get that essence back. But yes, Adam Shankman is going to direct this. I have complete faith in him. I can't wait to see what he's going to do with this movie. I'm pretty sure all these people are down to come back. Thora Birch, who played Danny, is going to come back, hopefully. Cross fingers. Hopefully Max come back. Hopefully Allison come back. Hopefully Banks come back, the little talking cat, Zachary Banks. Hopefully, you know, these guys come back, and obviously they're adults now, so they might have families, you know, they might have, you know, maybe Allison and Max got a kid together and they're divorced or something, and Danny's married and, you know, she got kids. And I mean, I'm not too sure how Banks is going to come back because he was made and, you know, his spirit was set free from the cat again. So I'm not too sure how that character would come back. But maybe something else will happen where, you know, they talk about him, or, you know, somebody else gets turned into a cat, or maybe Max gets turned into a cat and, you know, he have to be set free or something. I don't know. It's going to be an interesting take on what they do with this movie if all these cast members come back, but I really do want them to come back, plus some new guys. I'm just excited for this movie, even though I didn't ask for it and we don't need a Hocus Pocus 2. I feel like once it's made, I'm going to be there to watch it. I know it's not going to be in the theaters, but, you know, I'm going to watch it on Disney Plus and be super excited watching this movie because, again, I grew up watching the first movie. I played it over and over as a kid. Every time it's on TV around Halloween, I watch it. I stop and watch it just because it's on. It's one of those movies where you just can't help but to love. And I know when it came out in theaters back in the day, it didn't, you know, get too many good feedback, but it became a cult classic throughout the years. Throughout the years, Hocus Pocus grew, and it just keeps growing. Like every year there's new merch for the movie. They got like things dedicated to it, you know, on Freeform. They got this whole Halloween ball that I feel like they have like every year for it. So Hocus Pocus is like a ever growing, you know, movie, and it came out like 25, 26 years ago. When fans truly love something, I feel like they show their loyalty in so many different ways. Through the ratings, when everybody watch Hocus Pocus every year, buying the merch, and that shows that the fans actually care about this movie. I believe that's why we're getting a Hocus Pocus 2, because, you know, the people are seeing this. We're asking for it. Well, most of us is asking for it. I didn't ask for it, but we're getting it, like I said, so why not just, you know, go along with it? But I don't know. Hocus Pocus is one of those movies you hold dear to your heart. I know this is cheesy, but I had to do it. And yeah, like I had to get this. Again, I grew up watching this. It's an amazing movie. It's fun. It's, you know, scary for, I guess, certain age groups or whatever, but it has a heart to it. And if you guys don't know that, then you need to watch it again, because it definitely has a heart to it. It's funny. I know almost every line in this damn movie, and it's ridiculous just because I grew up watching it, like I said, and I watch it all the time. And I'm pretty sure a lot of fans and people that don't even watch the movie all the time or even probably know of the movie, they know something from this movie. Not if it's the musical number that happened in there, if it's not for one of the little witty marks that one of the character makes. It's something that they all would know from this movie. I'm pretty sure if they haven't seen the movie before, they heard of it. But I'm sure you guys can relate. And even though this is not horror, this is still in the horror world. Every horror fan, I'm pretty sure, had watched Hocus Pocus at least once in their life. And again, it's just one of those movies that's just a fun time, and you can't help but to watch every year when it comes on TV, and if you do not own it. So yeah, guys, let me know what you thought about the news of Hocus Pocus 2. Are you excited for this movie? Do you feel like we need it or not? Did you ask for it? And if you are excited, what do you want to see in this movie? What would you like to see in Hocus Pocus 2? What would you like to see in this movie in general? Whether it's the characters, the storyline, you know, little bits and pieces of the first one in it. Let me know what you want in Hocus Pocus 2, and let me know if you're excited just as much as I am. So yeah, guys, thanks again for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, like this video, and share, and show some love. And post your comments down below and let me know what you think about Hocus Pocus 2 coming to Disney Plus near you, I guess. Thanks again for watching, guys. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.